Good morning, class. Today's lesson you will be learning about how to create flowcharts using while, for, and next. So let us look at the same problems we are working with. Okay. For example, number 9 from this one you have already created. You know how to create a trace table. Okay. Now we'll do a flowchart using the same algorithm that you know already, right? So the first thing what you have in there is sum is equal to 0. Okay? Now what this side we have here, you need to start all flowcharts must start with the oval, and the oval is supposed to be oval must start with the oval. Okay. Now the first thing that you have there is sum is equal to 0. So the symbol that we are using for this sum is equal to 0 is supposed to be a rectangle. So put a line right over there, and then put a rectangle right over there where we have sum is equal to 0. And please note that since the following one is n is equal to 20, that means that you will put both of them in the same symbol, okay? You don't have to separate it. But if you separate it, it's still correct. Okay? Well, in this case, I don't think there's enough space, right? So just put another one, put a line at the bottom there, and do the same thing and put n equal to n is equal to 20. Okay? Now, right at the bottom here, let us move this a little bit up. Okay, then, so that we have this space. Good. Now, right at the bottom here, you put a line and then you create a diamond. Have enough space for you to have enter information on a diamond. Now, we have there while is equal to n, while is n less than 30. Less than 30. So the condition over there is n less than 30. So put it over there on the diamond. Okay. Now, this means that sum is equal to sum plus n, and then n is equal to n plus 3. These two assignments need to be done while the condition is true. Okay? So in this case, let us put a line on the side over here, just a small line like this, and on the next side also. And then let us put here yes, indicating that if the condition is true, this side will be done. Okay? This side will have yes. On the other side, we put no. That means that the condition over there, once the condition is not true, then that section will be executed. Okay? Now, right there we have sum is equal to sum plus n, and n is equal to n plus 3. Those two over there are assignments. Okay? So in other words, they need to go in the same symbols that we have in the shapes that we have in like the first two over there. So please put a line right at the bottom there, and then you do the same thing by putting sum is equal to sum plus n. Type it right inside there. Sum, yes. Sum equal to sum plus n. Okay, plus n. Then you put another line and right below it you put the same symbol, which is the rectangle, and you need to enter n is equal to n plus 3. Now, as we mentioned, these two statements would be executed while the condition is true. To illustrate that it will be executed while it is true, you need to put a line from here, okay, from here, and then you go back again, we're at the beginning, okay? Okay, right like that. So this indicates that this particular section will be done several times while it is true. While it is true. Okay? Now, once the condition has turned to be false, when n is not less than 30, sorry, then it's no, and on the no we have there that just end while. So that means we're ending the program. So put the oval and enter there, ended. Okay? So this is how to create a flowchart, okay, using the while condition. Okay? Now, I want to illustrate the difference between the while and the for. So in order for me to do that, I need to create another one, okay, for the use of for. That's number 10 from the sample here. Okay, number 10, it's right here. Now let us start with it, with a new one. Okay, to do the number 10, we have there, read X. But before we start, we know that all flowchart must start with an oval. And you put inside here, start, press enter. Then read X. And X is equal to 4, so that is not an assignment. Because it's not like the first one in there that has sum is equal to 0. But this says here that read X. That means that you're assigning a variable to a piece of memory that is called X, and we don't know what value will be inserted there. Okay? It will insert it afterwards. That's why it prompts you and asks to enter the value for X. So to indicate that, we need to put a line right over there, and then we create a parallelogram. Okay? It's supposed to be, okay, I'm doing it right now. Correct? That's a parallelogram. A parallelogram indicates that it's supposed to be an input statement. An input statement. And what we need to put there is read X. Inside you put read X. Read X. Okay, so that's the main difference between an assignment, which is our rectangle, and a parallelogram indicating that it's a read statement, it's an input statement. Now, let us do the oval right now, because we need to put a condition. Once the computer, in this case for the for, is did I say oval, or it's a diamond, sorry. So just erase it for me. A diamond, just erase it. Okay, now, let us put the diamond now. The diamond, okay, correct. There it goes. What needs to be inside the diamond is the condition that says that m is equal to 1 to 4, and because x is 4, right? But anyway, we need to put right inside the diamond as m equal to 1 to x. 1 to x. X. Alright. Now, that means that the computer will count from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like in the trace table. Remember that we were doing the trace table, and probably I'm pointing with the number there. If you're supposed to have for M 1, 2, and then you go to 3 and 4. Okay. Now, to indicate that you will count several times, we need to do something else to indicate that it's a difference between while. I will show you afterwards. But now let's look on this one. It says y is equal to x minus m. So, but before we continue, you need to put a dash right there and a dash on the next side, indicating that it's yes, and the next one is no. Yes, and the next side is no. Okay? Now we need to put the two assignments which are similar to the previous two. Okay? That is sum is equal to sum plus 1. You'll be able to see that they're the same format, so must use an assignment. So y is equal to x minus m. Let us put it, include it now, put a dash down, and then you put a rectangle, and inside the rectangle you are to put y is equal to x minus m. And please note that right below that, okay, there is another assignment which is z, okay, equal to 5 times y minus m. So we need to include it right at the bottom. Okay, we are entering it right now, using the rectangle, indicating that it's an assignment. It's a formula that needs to be there. A formula is included within that symbol, that shape, sorry. Now, the trick for this, when you look at this section here, you might think that it's a while statement, because from here, it looks not like the while statement. And if you have to put the line, okay, don't put the line, just put the mouse so you can see, show, don't click on it. Okay, if you are to put it back again, we are at the beginning there, a line, that will look just like the while statement. And people may get confused. So to indicate that it's a for statement, what you need to do is right over here, you put an assignment, rectangle, right over there, okay, rectangle, yes, and you are to enter right here as m equal to m plus 1. Why we're adding this? Remember, the computer needs to count, right? From 1 to 4. So if m is 0, just do this. If m is 0, and then you say m is 0 plus 1 will give us how much?
1.
1. When it does the loop again, then m is 1 plus 1 will give us 2. That's the way it's counting. That's the way we are illustrating that it's counting 4 times. This right over here indicates that it's a for statement compared to the while. Okay? So now let's put some lines now. Okay? So we need to put the line right from the last statement over here, go to the assignment, and then from the assignment go back to at the beginning of your statement. Okay? So that's how we create the for statement. And of course, I think that is the last statement. Oh, it's not. So under the no section, please note that we have the end and then print z. So to illustrate that, let's put a line right there and put an end. That's an oval for end. And right below that, we have a print statement. A print statement uses parallelogram. Let's put a parallelogram right over there, and then we enter print z. Please note that to illustrate, a parallelogram is used to illustrate that it's an input statement or an output statement. You're able to see that, right? So I hope that all of you understand and have any questions. Okay, this is the end of the presentation.